Something like that? 2 coulombs, yes? Which, I mean, it's virtually approximate. These sorts of currents, they get in the CERN for particle splitter. You know that France और Switzerland के underground वो ये electromagnetic field का बनाया इन लोगों ने particle accelerator. There you get charges somewhere near a coulomb. Okay, so example ठीक है लेकिन these values are way out of proportion. यानी कि you will never get anything that's 2 coulombs or 3 coulombs. Alright? Okay. Anybody got problems about the way we calculate it? Fairly clear? There is no vector calculation here. Understand? We have just defined what the force is. We have to wait. Anybody seen the movie The Hurt Locker? Hands up those who have. Huh? What did you think of it? Why was it good? It won 6 of the Oscars, huh? Why did it win 6 Oscars? No. It actually depicts any movie that's actually a discussion about real life. It's actually very good. It discusses a subject called the Iraq War. Here was called it. By the time we finish it. The Iraq War is very close to the American public. Okay, but what they show is something which is very real life, which is the fear and the hardship that the soldiers go through every day. If you notice in the movie, the whole discussion is about when they get rotated out of Iraq. Yes? So, पूरी जिंदगी का मकसद है just to survive the next 30 days. And they're supposed to be the conquerors of the world. My suggestion to everybody is, apart from it has a lot of bad language, so if you're not used to it, then don't watch it. But I actually think it's worth watching, as opposed to these stupid Avatar movies, okay? I mean, what do you actually learn out of a movie like that? I don't know. But The Hurt Locker is worth watching, because it tells you about the psychology that they try to tell us doesn't exist, which is the hatred against occupying forces. Not only just the hatred, but the sheer effort they go. He diffuses one bomb, and then he finds another threat, and there's a whole circle of bombs around him. And it's not. So it shows you that once they make out to say everything is okay in Iraq, everything actually isn't okay in Iraq. The Americans are having a very difficult time. In the same way the Americans are having a very difficult time in Afghanistan. If you read the newspaper, they've already switched forces from the western border to the eastern border now. So Pakistani forces are being moved along to the Afghanistan border in order to fight a war that America has got 150,000 troops in Afghanistan for. So who's the coward? And who's the stupid people? There's an article, this is a serious discussion. There's an article by a chap called Paul Craig Roberts, who's an Assistant Secretary of State for Treasury, US. He writes in there that the American government managed to get Zardari to raise taxes on the petroleum products because they had to pay the army more money. of your sarcastically licked that. So therefore the American government convinced the Pakistani government to raise the taxes so that the Pakistani people pay for a war to kill their own citizens. And this is what an Assistant Secretary of State of America wrote in an article. It's worth knowing these things just because you actually then see the whole reality of the world differently. And so The Hurt Locker is an excellent movie to see that. Another one is Body of Lies. Anybody seen Body of Lies? Classically, that's how they trap people. Classically, that's how they do it. What they do is they wanted to catch a certain group and actually set a simple Muslim up in order, they put funds in his account in order to set him up as a terrorist. And this was with the Jordanian sort of equivalent of ISI. So my suggestion to you guys is stop watching movies like Avatar and Transformers and watch more decent political movies like this. You'll actually get an understanding of the psychology of the world around you. Okay, that's our political diversion for today. And don't go tell the director, okay? Okay. On a serious note, okay? This is a scalar calculation. There's no vector here. Okay, next slide.